and welcome to a in-person mindset coaching session with myself and my client Vicky. So Vicky and I have been working together for around 3 months, coming into our 4th month now. So I'll just let her introduce to you guys what it is that she does, and then we're going to go into a money mindset session today to shift her biggest belief around money subconsciously as well. So yeah, welcome.
Thanks for the introduction. So yeah, I'm Vicky. I've been in sales for the past 3 or 4 years now. I'm basically, well, what we call a high ticket closer, which is essentially selling big money packages in the education space or online education space, health, wealth or relationships. So yeah, today's session's going to be well, it really is an important one. Obviously, you know, in sales, you can't be having any limiting beliefs around money. So yeah.
How would you describe the work that we've done so far in how it's helped you with sales? Obviously, you've got all the sales skills in terms of everything you need to do on a sales call, but how would you say that the mindset work has helped you really elevate that side of things?
I think the biggest thing is just like, I mean, I wouldn't even say that I didn't think I was someone who suffered with like confidence issues, but sometimes in sales, well, often actually, when you are getting no's, you are getting like rejected, that sometimes does have an effect on your confidence subconsciously. And then you do start, you know, going into calls with the mindset of, oh, this call's gonna no show, this call's gonna say no, and you just, yeah, your mindset's just everything, isn't it? Like that's not a mindset you should be going into a sales call with. So yeah, I approached Katie when I felt like I was in a bit of a rut with sales. My confidence had been knocked a few times, which was strange because I knew that I'd had success selling big packages, but I wasn't going into calls feeling confident. So I knew something that, well, I knew it was something that I needed to shift ASAP if I was gonna have any sort of like longevity in this career.
Yeah. So I think the main things that we've worked on so far with you is when predicting no's or that rejection, it used to confirm that belief, I'm not good enough. So that was our first session, what we shifted that belief. Another big one for you was the whole not handling it. So as she would get really busy and like, let's say that she'd get a load of yeses and like all these people coming into the business, and then things get really busy, it's like the overwhelm then comes in, and it's almost like her subconscious is basically saying like, get overwhelmed now, because if you get any more clients or you get any more success with the sales, you won't be able to handle it. And that looked like sabotage with looking after yourself, like going into sales calls, like predicting no's, for example, or like when it came to the actual sale, like not having that like that energy and that confidence that she used to have. And the minute we shifted that was the minute that really improved a lot for you, I think.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, so that's just a little bit of background of the work that we've done so far, but I'm going to show you in action today what it actually looks like to remove a limiting belief, and the power of it, and then actually what that allows someone to go and then do. So we're going to go through money mindset today. So we're going to start off with the behaviors around money mindset. Often these are very subconscious. You won't actually notice them unless you have a lot of, well, self-awareness, or you're very consciously aware of them. Oh my God, it's falling off. So if you could just describe some of your unhelpful behaviors around money, whether that be excessive spending, excessive saving, like again, predicting no's. I know we've done some work on that, to be fair, but, or getting nervous around saying the price, or, you know, if I said to you, right, we're going to earn 100k months next year, does that feel comfortable? Like if we could just come up with some behaviors, what would you say at the moment is holding you back?
Yeah, definitely. I don't know why I must have done like nearly 1,000, close to 1,000 sales calls. Still now, even when I'm dropping the price, or when I hear my sales team drop the price, it still gives me a funny feeling. Which is, as I say, is weird because I've done this so often. But yeah, like asking for money off the client still feels weird. What else? So excessive spending. I'm not really, I wouldn't say I'm an excessive spender on like shit, but I do spend, I do spend a lot of money,
Okay.
which is why I come to you in the first place. What's another example?
Um, so obviously spending, saying the price, maybe overcompensating. So after you set the price, I know that's a skill that you learn, but sometimes if you're tired, like sometimes you can't help it. Maybe overgiving. I know you don't really do this, but overgiving to clients or something when you've set a price, it's like this much, but then you feel like you have to overgive them to show them that it's worth it. And those sorts of things.
Definitely think like what you said there about if I was to earn, or if I was to start earning 100k a month, like, I know we've done a lot of work around this, I don't know whether it is money mindset, but yeah, like that feels uncomfortable. Earning more money feels uncomfortable.
What makes it feel uncomfortable? What is that feeling?
I think, yeah, the whole handling it situation, like, oh, I don't know whether I can handle it, but also it feels a bit what comes with it.
Okay, so if I was to say you could earn 100k months, you could have 100k months, or you could have this, but you can't have both, what would that be? What would you lose within yourself or at all if you earn 100k months?
Friends.
Okay, and if you just go through that with me a little bit.
So, friends, obviously relationship, we've talked about that, like can't have it all, that sort of, I know we've done a lot of work on that, can't have it all, but yeah, there's obviously still some subconscious belief that if I've got money, I'll be seen as, well, it's happening now on Instagram, isn't it? Like I start talking about money and people don't like it, do they?
Okay, and what if you were to predict what those people would think about you? If you were talking about money, what would those people think?
Arrogant.
Mm-hmm.
Arrogant, like, excuse the French, like, what a wanker.
And is that what would make you then lose friends?
Yeah.
Okay. So if I was to put it in equation, what's bad to your subconscious, making money equals,
Like she must have shit on someone to get to the top.
okay, and if that was true, let's assume that you did do that. You shit on someone and you're now earning 100k a month, you're raking in all this money, but you've had to shit on people to get there. What would that confirm about you?
That I can't be. I've not. Don't know. I've got. Oh, okay. I'm not in, like, what's the word? Integrity. Like I'm not.
Yeah. Is that imposter syndrome almost? Like, what would it say about you? What would that confirm to you about you? Or what would other people think? If you've had to shit on everyone to get your way up to there, 100k months, you're raking in all of this money, but you've got no friends, and you've had to do all that to get there, what would that make you believe about yourself and making money?
Not like I don't deserve. Not like I don't deserve it. Yeah, like I don't deserve it.
I don't deserve it because you've had to do all of that to get there.
Yeah.
And how strong is that? I don't deserve it.
Oh, it's quite strong actually. Yeah.
When you think about 100k months and you think about having lost friends and doing all that to get there, that's what comes in.
Oh, it's just the belief in it. Money is the root of all evil, in it. That's what I've been brought up to believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then with the spending, when you're spending that money, I know you say you spend a lot. Do you have to justify what you're spending on to yourself? You're like, oh, well, it's just for business. Oh, well, it's just for this. But then at the end of the month, you're always like, why am I out going so high?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you have a belief, I don't deserve it, subconsciously, your subconscious will try and get rid of that money, because if you believe you don't deserve it, why would your subconscious feel safe to hold it? And that's what you were saying about having all that money. It's like, it's not, you can't handle it. It feels unsafe to hold all of that money. How does it feel checking your bank account, things like that?
I'm trying to enjoy it.
Trying.
Trying to enjoy it, but it's not a nice feeling.
Uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Okay. And then in terms of like the nervousness around the price, feel like you're taking someone's money. If you were just taking their money, quote unquote, what would they be thinking about you?
If I wasn't giving them nothing in return, you
Yeah.
mean? If I was like scamming them,
Yeah.
what would that confirm about me?
Yeah.
I don't deserve it.
Okay, let's do that one then. How strong is that on a scale of 1 to 10?
I don't deserve it.
That's what's driving the spending as well.
I don't know where that comes from now. I don't deserve it.
You don't need to know.
I don't deserve it. It's quite strong, yeah.
You feel that now?
Mm-hmm.
Where do you feel it?
In my chest.
Okay, are you willing to let go of that today? Okay, cool.
Let's go.
Let's do it. So we're going to go through this breakthrough now. So just so you are aware, when you have that belief, like I said, I don't deserve it, the more money you make, the more uncomfortable it feels because it just triggers that belief. I don't deserve it. And especially when you have beliefs around money that are kind of very unhelpful, very negative, like rich people are arrogant, rich people are a fraud, or they've had to do X, Y, and Z to get to the top. Your subconscious doesn't want you to make that amount of money because your subconscious cares more about your friends and your safety and your security and your love and your attention and all the human needs. That's what your subconscious cares about, is keeping you safe. So if it kind of associates that you'll lose that, it will sabotage you into not making that money because it wants to keep those other things. So she's already ready. Okay, when you are ready, you can close your eyes and we'll go into it. No, I think that'll be fine. Okay. Cool. Just take some deep breaths and just relax, just breathe. Good. Really just want you to take some deep breaths. Relax your shoulders and clench your jaw. Really just relax, just breathe. Just allow any emotion, any feeling to come up right now. Whatever you're feeling, just allow that to come up. And just start to breathe even deeper. And as you breathe even deeper, just slow down that breathing. Really just relax. And I just want you to begin to notice any areas that feel tight, tense, uneasy, heavy. Good. And just breathe some air into those spaces. Just allow any tension to release from your body. Just allowing your subconscious mind to open up. Now, in your mind, I want you to start repeating the belief, I don't deserve it, over and over again. Just keep repeating that belief. When you think about those 100k months, you think about saying the price, and that belief comes in, I don't deserve it. And I just want you to allow yourself to feel the feelings that come with that belief. Just turn those feelings up just a little bit more. Really feel those feelings. And just notice where those feelings sit in your body. And when you found where they sit, I just want you to notice how much space they take up. Are those feelings big or small? Are they heavy or light? What colour are they? What shape is it, if it was a shape? Just notice whether that shape is moving or still. Just turn that feeling up just a little bit more. And just let me know when this belief feels true and this feeling feels strong. What other thoughts come in with this belief? I don't deserve it.
I feel like it's not as strong as the others,
Which one feels stronger?
like in terms of feelings.
That's okay. Still there though.
It's still there though, yeah.
That's fine. And what other thoughts would come in with this?
I don't deserve it. You're not worthy. You're a fraud. Scam artist.
Good. Anything else?
No, it's just you're not worthy. It's a big one.
How loud is that? Quiet or loud?
It's quiet, you know.
Is it always there or does it come in and out?
It's like a whisper.
Good, really good. Just turn that feeling up just a little bit more. Just asking your subconscious, if you were to know, how old are you when you first took on this belief? I don't deserve it. and these feelings?
A tough one, this. Not me in particular, but like, yeah, like what's coming up is my mum and dad arguing about money, and my mum saying that about my dad, like he doesn't deserve the money he's got.
Good, really good. Just floating above the present moment, just floating all the way back along your past timeline to that event. Just staying above the timeline, looking down. Just let me know what it is that you see.
Just them in the kitchen.
What do you hear?
Just arguing about money, like, my mum. Yeah, it's quite a heavy one actually. Yeah, my mum just like he basically ripped everyone off the money he's got. That's why he's got no mates. He's lonely.
How was your younger self feeling in this moment?
He must be evil because he's got money.
Good, really good. Just looking down, what decision did you make in that moment that led you to believe that you don't deserve money? What did you decide in that moment?
Like, he mustn't be a nice man. The only way to get money is to screw people over. He's not a nice man, so he doesn't deserve money. What?
Just looking down at everything you know now as the adult of today, that your younger self, when she made that decision that people who earn money aren't nice and they don't deserve it, what do you now know that your younger self could not have possibly known in that moment when she made that decision?
That's not the truth. There are nice people who make a lot of money. There are legit people who get money by helping people.
Good.
And people who help people do deserve money.
Good. Really good. If we could just pack up a suitcase full of positive learnings from this event, what can we positively learn from this time?
It's just one person's opinion.
Good. Can you just go down into the event and just stand next to your younger self, if that feels safe to do that? Can you just tell her what you want your new story to be moving forward? And if she could make a much more empowering decision in that moment, instead of deciding that people with money are not nice people, what could she have decided in that moment instead?
Just because my mum's had a bad experience doesn't mean that everyone's like that.
Good.
There are people out there, I would say good people with good hearts, who do make a lot of money, who have a lot of friends.
Good, really good. Can you just watch her make that decision? What's different now?
Yeah, she feels reassured. She can go out and impact the world.
Good. Really good.
Little Vicky,
Is there anything else that she needs from you?
just a hug.
Can you give her that? Is there anything else we need to take away from this?
Nah.
No, she's feeling good. Can you just bring her above the timeline with you? And I just want you to take her with you to show her all of the evidence that people who help people deserve money, that there are nice people with money, that there are people with money who have friends. Just allow your subconscious to run through all the events, make sure that she can come along with you and see that evidence as well. Take your time, but let me know when you're back to the present.
This is a tough one, to be honest, because I've had quite a few bad experiences. I'm trying to think of all the people who I know are successful with friends. Okay.
Good. What do you want your new belief to be moving forward, your new story?
You can make money and impact people and have friends. People will still like you,
Good, really good.
even if you've got money.
Good. Can you just float along your future timeline? I just want you to see your future self in an event that hasn't happened yet, but if it happened in the past, it would have triggered this old limiting belief. I just want you to see now how your future self shows up with this new story, this new belief. Just notice what the people are saying around her. Just notice what she's saying about herself. Just notice how she acts, how she behaves with money, how she can hold and accept money, and how she knows that she deserves it. Just watch how she's helping people. Just notice who's around her. What's different now?
Everyone's clapping for me.
Hey, can you just turn up the volume of that? Can you get your future self to stand on a chair as well with a microphone? Just tell them what you want to tell them. Just turn up the volume of that. In any colours, just turn the brightness up of them. Just make the image really big. And just notice where that feeling sits in your body with this new belief. Just turn that feeling up a little bit as you watch your future self. And when you're ready, but only when you are ready and as fast as your subconscious mind allows, you can bring back all the learnings, new feelings, new beliefs, new stories, and new decisions back with you to the present moment, and you can open your eyes.
Wow.
Last time you opened your eyes, you're like, sick. Unreal. Okay.
That was the first time I didn't cry.
I know, she normally cries, but maybe it's because the camera's on. Biggest takeaways from that, what would you say? I've got some notes, but I couldn't write very fast.
Biggest takeaways from that are that I deserve all the money in the world.
Result.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come at me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's going to massive. So new behaviors that we would expect to see with this is not subconsciously trying to get rid of the money and wondering why all the money is just gone at the end of the month. Probably a massive improvement subconsciously on sales calls, with that feeling when you're literally taking the money and you're asking for the money. No overcompensate your behaviors with that. And yeah, 100k months next year.
I'll let you know when I get there.
Unreal. So, should we leave it there for that with the belief? Yeah. We're going to leave that there. Usually we'd wrap that up a little bit more, but I think that'll be all for now, I've given you enough. So, yeah. Any final points to add?
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being my client. Unreal. See you later, guys.